Hi, I'm Tuan Anh. So today I'll talk about abortion. Abortion is a raging, controversial, and unsolvable debate in our modern society. Abortion represents the cruelty, the inhumane of humanity. Abortion is the act of taking away the life of a person. And to make it worse, abortion is the act of taking away the life of an innocent unborn child. Right off the bat, you can see how inhumane that is. For me, there's only two cases where abortion is acceptable. The first one would be the child is jeopardizing the mother's life before going out before the birth, and the second one would be the child is the result of a rape case. Then those two are the only two cases where abortion is acceptable. Others are not, because in other scenarios, people are just hiding from their responsibility or being irresponsible for both their baby and to their partner. So now I will walk you through the abortion procedure. Before going to the abortion, people have the choice to have a pre-killing fluid or not. Pre-killing means that you inject some kind of chemical fluid into your baby, and then the baby heartbeat will stop, and then the act will become more humane, they said. But in the end, it's such an act of taking away the life of a baby.
Household vacuum cleaner. And using this technique, the baby is rapidly torn apart by the force of the suction and squeezed through the tubing, down the suction tube into the syringe or vacuum machine. A curette to scrape the lining of the uterus. A curette is basically a long-handled curved blade. Once the uterus...
Although that horrible procedure, horrible action was acknowledged by those who perform it, but many still do it. Why? Because they lack of responsibility, they lack of knowledge, and then they simply hiding from their responsibility by having an abortion. They don't have the guts, the willpower to born child out and raise it to be a good person. They just think that the child will be magically disappear, like poof, never happened, never existed. But no, if you are taking away the life of the child, it's like mistake or mistake or mistake. You can never go back on yourself again, and that is where people starting to go insane, because they suffer from trauma. We call it post abortion trauma, because people can recover after an abortion because they feel so bad about themselves because they kill their own bloodline, their child. So please don't have abortion. We support abortion. It's like we're going back to a Nazi era where when people morals are like trash, the human life are nothing more than a piece of garbage. People think the age of savages, the age of carnival, the age of inhumane. It's 2020. We about to go into a different generation. So please be more civilized. Please consider the life of your baby inside your belly, and please don't make the child suffer from your mistake. Reconsider and rethink before having an abortion. The child is a potential human. People cannot say that the child is like a part of the mother. Yes, child is definitely a part of the mother, because the child is not fully developed to be in human form. That is still count the human. You cannot say otherwise, because in starting from the 11th week to go up, the child already developed a fully human form with eyes, ears, mouth, fingers, legs, and even hair. Even the Bible said that God know you before you form in the mother womb. You say that the child already have the right to live, the human right to live in this world, even in their mother's womb. So please don't say that the child is still doesn't have a right to live, and don't say that it's your body, it's the choice. You can do whatever you want with it. It's two-person body right now, the mother and the child. You cannot take away someone else's right to live because you think you like it, you think you can get away with your mistake. Please consider some form of protection before you have sex and to avoid unintended pregnancy. I just want to add that people who oppose abortion or people who support the child or the baby life are people who have performed abortion before, whether they are a doctor or a mother, because after an abortion, especially the doctor, they will experience an extremely trauma afterward, because abortion is the act of taking away the life of an innocent unborn child. So obviously they will feel guilty, they will feel unease in their life, and thus they will feel not comfortable in their daily life and will hinder their life, suffer for, let's say, for all their life, because whenever they do something, they will think about the time when they are having abortion. I just want to everybody to not suffer than them, not to make the same mistake as them, so they support the life of the babies. Furthermore, injuries can happen to the mother because the procedure is being performed blindly, so even the most skillful doctor are not well comprehends what is going on inside the mother's womb. Thus, many unwanted outcomes may happen. Let's say your uterine can be ruptured or your cervix can be damaged, and there's high chance of injuries occur to your intestine, bladder, or nearby blood vessels, and can cause internal bleeding or some get infection. In some rare occasion, it's maternal death because of internal bleeding from the damage from nearby blood vessel or infection. There's a high chance of people who get an abortion will have future pregnancy complication, means that they were not able to bear a baby anymore because the mother's cervix or the uterine are damaged, thus not able to fertilize anymore. So before getting an abortion, so please think about the mother's health and the future of the child. There's so many ways for you to avoid unwanted pregnancy. The most ubiquitous way and the most common way is that you use a condom. Yes, a condom. But many fail to use a condom because they say that condom will reduce their orgasm when having sex, and they do not do it. But if you are a wild person who prefer playing naked, you can consider using birth control pills or hormone birth control or any other protection measures. Yes, I'm aware that individually those protections are not guaranteed 100% you to avoid pregnancy, except for vasectomy or tubal ligation. Yes, but scientific research showed that if you combine the protection measures to each other, it will raise the chance of not getting pregnant to 99.98%. That is 0.02% of chance of getting pregnant. That's extremely low. So why do you not using protection before? Abortion is a raging, controversial, and unsolvable debate in our modern society. Abortion represents the cruelty, the inhumane of humanity. Abortion is the act of taking away the life of a person. And to make it worse, abortion is the act of taking away the life of an innocent unborn child. Right off the bat, you can see how inhumane that is. For me, there's only two cases where abortion is acceptable. The first one would be the child is jeopardizing the mother's life before the birth. And the second one would be the child is the result of a rape case. Then those two are the only two cases where abortion is acceptable. Others are not, because in other scenarios, people are just hiding from their responsibility or being irresponsible for both their baby and to their partner. So now I will walk you through the abortion procedure. Before going to the abortion, people have the choice to have a pre-killing fluid or not. Pre-killing means that you inject some kind of chemical fluid into your baby, and then the baby heartbeat will stop, and then the act will become more humane, they said. But in the end, it's such an act of taking away the life of a baby. Summed up, I hope that my speech will influence you to reconsider and rethink before having an abortion, because abortion has so much downside more than upside. So please, before having sex, please consider wear some protections so that unwanted pregnancy will not happen in the future.